It's Later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640, live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app. We have not one, but two Governor Newsom updates tonight for you. And one of them just might put Starbucks out of business. Well, I know that's kind of hyperbole, but it will put some pressure on Starbucks. We'll tell you about that in just a moment. And it's not too late. National Taco Day is not completely over. We have some deals for you, and actually some deals which extend throughout the week. So if you didn't get your free taco or your reduced price taco, we have help for you. Some unfortunate news: Dodgers legend Fernando Valenzuela has been hospitalized. We'll talk about that. And that's against the backdrop of a lot of bad news when it comes to people we know in an entertainment sense or a sports sense. We know and love Fernando Valenzuela being just the latest of them, but not the only one. But let me start with, I would say, the Starbucks killer. Governor Gavin Newsom has signed a bill which is going to legalize, well, I should say has legalized, Amsterdam-style cannabis cafes. I've never been to Amsterdam. I've heard a lot of stories about it. Oh, Mark, you've been to Amsterdam?
Sure have, yeah.
Okay. Now, I know the idea of how these cannabis, I should say, drug cafes are portrayed. What are they really like, at least in Amsterdam?
They are about as chill as you could possibly imagine. It's just like walking into a regular cafe. They've got menus up. It's perfectly normal. But you need to show a little bit of restraint because in addition to what you would expect, they also have chocolates and things like that. And when the what do you call them? They're the person who pours the coffee. The word's not coming to my head right now.
Not waitress.
No. Well, anyway, when the person at the counter tells you just eat half the chocolate, barista. Thank you very much. Well, I don't know if is there a word for a weed barista yet?
Barista?
That's what I was looking for. We need a neologism for a pot barista. Anyway, when they tell you just eat half of the chocolate you just bought, don't eat the whole chocolate, even if you think it's not taking effect, because you're going to have to get led back to your hotel room like it's in the snow by a Sherpa. Do what they tell you.
In those cafes, was it just weed? Were there other pharmaceutical products you could purchase or ingest?
I think it was all cannabis-related stuff, if I remember correctly, but it may have changed since then. It's been a while.
Well, talking about California, AB 1775 will allow cannabis retailers to diversify their business and move away from the limited dispensary model by now selling non-cannabis infused foods. The bill goes into effect on January 1st, but local jurisdictions must also approve and license the new type of business. So to be clear, they cannot serve you edibles. Now, I'm quite sure you can buy it at the dispensary and probably consume it in the cafe, but they can't serve it to you.
Now, from my understanding, there are a couple of cafes that are connected to dispensaries by way of a hallway. Two separate buildings that are connected by way of a hallway.
Wait a minute, this is like letter of the law, spirit of the law.
Exactly, because you can go to the dispensary and purchase your edibles and your marijuana and then walk through a door down the hallway to the cafe where you can smoke, enjoy poetry, eat your edible, and all of that. So this, from my understanding, this eliminates the need for the hallway?
All I'm saying is, if I were Starbucks, I would be concerned. Because the whole idea of Starbucks is you're not just going there for the coffee. You're going there to be able to hang out, be able to do some work, to listen to some poetry. If they have a performer, someone who's playing guitar, it is a hangout where people can convene. Well, if you have a place where you can consume cannabis products and get your munchies on in the same place,
you don't have to leave. Good Wi-Fi?
Right. You don't have to go to Taco Bell. And Taco Bell was very smart, talking about National Taco Day. Taco Bell was very smart about actively courting that crowd, the late night munchies crowd. Now you're saying it can all be self-contained. If I were Starbucks, at least in California, I would be concerned.
I think we can possibly predict a Chapter 11 filing for Coffee Bean. I believe that's coming soon.
Yeah, Coffee Bean, you're done. Sorry. and all these mom and pop one-off coffee places, you're in trouble as well.
Unless they adopt this new cannabis cafe model, which they probably have the ground floor on doing. They could possibly easily
I don't know about that
happen.
Because from what I've heard, the people that I know who are in the dispensary business, it is so cost prohibitive to get the licensing to be allowed to distribute any type of cannabis products. And that was part of the issue why you had the black market places, which were still thriving, because the legal places, it was so difficult for them to maintain their licenses or just get in. Just the initial cost was, I was told, like close to $500,000 just trying to get in.
Well, just think, if you have a cafe and you have a green plus sign where it say, hey, come in here, enjoy your cannabis-infused snacks and treats, that might be still a boon for the independent cafe,
I know what you mean, and I don't know where the law lands on that as far as where you can consume cannabis products in public. Like, can you just walk into a McDonald's and consume cannabis products? I don't know if you can.
Well, I think the lesson to be drawn from Amsterdam is that people are well behaved. And you can extend that. They had cannabis for sale in retail establishments in Seattle a lot sooner, I believe, than in LA. So it's just like a shop you walk into there. But here, it's like a Sallyport high security situation, like Escape from New York. Decriminalizing all this stuff and normalizing it doesn't lead to chaos is the lesson that we take from this.
No, it has not as of yet. And I say that if only because I'm still reticent to agree with the recreational use of it. You point to Washington, I would point to Oregon as far as issues with the legalization of a lot of drugs.
I'm unaware of any serious troubles there. What do you know that I don't?
They've had some issues. Also, Oregon has some of the most liberal small L drug laws in the nation as far as the amount of substances which they've legalized.
Sure. I mean, where I'm coming from on this is that just from an objective, factual, not taking a side viewpoint, we know everything about the drug war was a massive failure that did no good whatsoever, and as a bonus, ruined countless lives. And so this type of thing doesn't seem to have a lot of negatives to me.
We could debate that. Some of it is anecdotal with my life experience, people around me, and I've seen the lives that it has ruined beyond the criminal aspect of incarceration, but just the personal livelihoods that it's ruined.
It's the same. I have as well, and people close to me as well. But you could use the same anecdotal approach with alcohol, right?
That's true. No, absolutely. Absolutely. You want to have a drink later?
I don't know who you think you're talking to. I never touch the stuff.
It's later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. And it's interesting, Mark, that you said alcohol, because when we come back, we're going to talk about how Governor Newsom has extended this after-hours, late-night party option to only one business in all of Southern California, the Intuit Dome. And we'll tell you about it next.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
LA is not known for great after parties because you can't have a party in LA, for the most part, past maybe 1:30 a.m. Last call, got to stop serving alcohol. As they say, you don't have to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. That's the way it is. I know this because I closed down a lot of joints as a patron. A lot of bars, a lot of lounges, a lot of liquor over the years. Last segment, we were talking about cannabis and these cannabis cafes, and Mark Ronner somehow helped me get to alcohol. So let's talk about alcohol.
Funny how that works, isn't it?
It's still just a party. And Assembly Bill 3206 created this carve-out for one venue in all of Southern California, which would allow this one venue in all of Southern California to serve alcohol until 4 a.m. Only one venue, not one city, not one county, not one area, one specific venue. And if you look at the text of this bill, it says specifically, the law is limited to a fully enclosed arena with a seating capacity of at least 18,000 seats located in the city of Inglewood. That is oddly specific. So we know that it's not SoFi Stadium because SoFi is not fully enclosed. It's not the Forum because the Forum doesn't have 18,000 seats. And the YouTube Theater does not have 18,000 seats. So we're running out of arenas or potentials which could satisfy these stipulations of at least 18,000 seats and located in the city of Inglewood as a fully enclosed arena, the Intuit Dome. And we've covered this story, how Steve Ballmer and the Intuit Dome, they wanted to have this exclusive club a la the Forum Club, which the Lakers had, which was jumping. It was the thing back in the 1970s and early 80s. They wanted to create that similar type of party atmosphere, but only for the Intuit Dome. Here is the real crux of the matter. And people wonder, like, well, how is it someone got a law, a carve out for a particular venue? Mark, I'm going to say it. It begs the question.
Oh, no. Are you sure that's what you mean?
Yes. It begs the question as to whether there was any level of quid pro quo.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That raises the question. It does not, in fact.
No, it begs. It's begging.
No.
It's pleading.
I don't think you know what begging the question means.
No.
Begging the question is assuming the premise into your question.
Yes, it is.
Have you stopped beating your wife yet?
But I'm saying it. It's not a real question.
Okay,
it's an assumption.
Let's not get hung up on it.
Okay.
Please proceed.
Connie Ballmer, the wife of the Clippers owner Steve Ballmer, you might know she's been a very strong supporter of Gavin Newsom and has donated $1 million to a committee opposing the recall efforts against him back in 2021. It's not a direct contribution, but it might as well be. And even though the bill doesn't specifically mention the Intuit Dome, I don't think you can push aside the fact that the Ballmers are financial supporters of Gavin Newsom. And if you donate $1 million to someone's anti-recall bid, there may be something which may come back your way in the future, something that might be worth a lot of money to you in return. I'm not trying to say that there was something untoward. I'm just saying that one person donated $1 million and the other person did something nice for their birthday. That's all I'm saying. So the Intuit Dome will have parties until 4 a.m. Opponents of the law say that, well, this is probably going to encourage more drunk driving, and it's going to make what is already a very densely populated and traffic-laden area, because we've talked about this before, with all of those venues, I mentioned them by name, SoFi, YouTube Theater, Kia Forum, Intuit Dome, and there's the Sinopolis, the movie plaza and shops which just went up over there. If you've ever driven through there, it is really, really full of people, pedestrians, cars, traffic. Even at 2 a.m, when people are letting out from those other venues, you still have another 2 hours of people drinking and presumably driving. So the concern is it's going to make it a much more dangerous area. It's said that the CHP will monitor the DUIs. And if you've driven through that area, they have DUI checkpoints all the time in Inglewood and the surrounding area. So if you think that you're going to be able to drink until 4 a.m., even though that the bar is still serving, and you're going to be able to get into your car and probably not encounter CHP on the way home, you're deluding yourself, because they are all over those venues.
You got to call Stefan to come pick you up.
Yeah. Hey, Stefan, how does that work? Is there any way? Is there any way that we can request an Uber driver these days?
No, they still haven't made that, because it would be too time consuming. Because if, like, let's just say you're partying in Inglewood and I happen to be working and I'm in Burbank,
How about this?
Okay.
And I know Uber's listening because they always listen. What if we had a list of favorite drivers that we could star, like our favorite locations on our GPS map? And then when we use Uber, it will list any of our starred drivers who are in that area within, let's say, a 10-mile radius.
That's actually not a bad idea.
I know it's a great idea. It's a great idea because I thought of it.
Yeah, it's good.
I'd just be sitting at home thinking of stuff.
Unless you get to know the person. It's not like that much of a strange encounter, you know?
Well, all I'm saying is it doesn't seem like it would be hard to add to an app because we're always able to, save this or favorite that, set aside. And if your favorite driver it's almost like a dating app and you get to see who's online or who is actually on the site at that time.
Oh, yeah.
Don't ask me how I know that. Okay. But it would be a way that you could figure out. It's like, hey, let me talk to so-and-so or request so-and-so as a driver since they are driving and available in that area. Why would I not go to a preferred driver?
Think of all the groupies Stefan would have.
Yeah.
Hey, Stefan, I got to ask you, has anyone recognized you or made the connection between Stefan, the Uber driver, and KFI?
Yeah, actually, the day that I thought I lost my car when I had to take an Uber.
Oh, when we went to the movies?
The driver recognized me when I was in the car because we were talking. So that happened once, yeah.
You're a star.
I guess so.
KFI AM 640 is later with Mo Kelly. How did I not know that? You did not tell that story before?
Yeah, I told it on the air.
No, not the car. I'm talking about being recognized.
Yeah, I did. I talked about it.
I don't remember that.
Oh, anything for the foosh.
Did you get a discount?
No, of course not.
Wait a minute. You work for Uber and you got picked up in an Uber. You're celebrity famous and you didn't get any type of discount or anything.
I wish we did, but no, that doesn't work that way.
You don't get any, like when I worked at Nordstrom, we got a discount on the clothes there. You don't get a discount on rides?
Nope. I think just
horrible.
because there's so many, I don't know why, but yeah, we don't get any perks there in that sense.
They should make me president and CEO of Uber. I'd turn that thing around.
I'd be down for that.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. And I know it's a bit confusing. You're thinking like it's National Taco Day, but usually it's like the first Monday in October, but it's Tuesday. But Taco Tuesday is when you're supposed to get tacos. But Taco Tuesday is fine, but the National Taco Day is actually all week long. It's very confusing, but it's not too late for you to enjoy National Taco Day, which is actually Taco Week. Okay? Does all that make sense? It's Taco Week, not National Taco Day. For example, Acapulco Restaurant and Cantina, they have house margaritas, which will go for $2 when diners order the Create Your Own combo on October 4th, as in later this week.
The original National Taco Day, the 4th.
Yeah.
That was the original day. Okay.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. It's very confusing because it used to be October 4th, and then it moved to the first Monday in October. But this year's National Taco Day was
Taco
today.
Tuesday?
It was Taco Tuesday.
Mark accosted me in the hallway and almost pulled a shank on me demanding tacos because it was today. And I said, no, sir, it's the 4th. We had a big back and forth. I thought I was going to die.
Yeah, don't blame the victim here. I'm the one who's got to go without tacos.
I thought you were a burrito guy.
Well, I like, there's room for both.
Okay. The Broken Yolk Cafe. Never been there. There will be a buy one, get one half off on Baja Breakfast Tacos at participating locations on Friday the 4th. So not everyone is down with the whole Taco Tuesday National Taco Day. There's Chronic Tacos. Loyalty members can buy one taco and get one free on October 4th.
As it should be.
Del Taco, which I think is superior to Taco Bell. Sorry, it's just the truth. Today kicks off a month of deals called Tacober. Tacober Fest?
Tacober. Yeah.
Tacober Fest? Why do I make up these words? In the Del Rewards app, rewards members can get one free taco with any purchase today. And the deal on October 4th is a beer-battered crispy fish taco with $5 purchase. You can get all this at deltaco.com. El Pollo Loco. Local rewards members can get 3 chicken tacos for $5 from today through October 4th. That means the rest of the week. So it's not just today. It's Taco Week.
But see, here's the problem. And I think that a lot of these restaurants, righteously so, are maintaining that National Taco Day be on the 4th because the whole brouhaha and kerfuffle about this National Taco Day being the first is all a product of Taco Bell and corporate America. Taco Bell lobbied the national calendars to make it today because Taco Bell took ownership of Taco Tuesday.
Here come the conspiracy theories.
It's not a conspiracy.
No, it's actually that's part of the news report. Yeah,
that's
Taco,
a fact.
They tried to take ownership of it. Commandeer it.
You should be against this because you, Mark, don't like this type of corporate intrusion on our lives. It's big taco.
It's free market taco capitalism. What are you talking about?
Okay, back to the story. Estamos regresando. El Torrito. House margaritas will go for $2 when diners order. Oh, I already said that. Miguel Jr.'s. Customers can get 2 traditional or soft tacos with choice of chicken or beef for $5 today. So you better hurry up. Rubio's Coastal Grill. Customers can get a Rubio's fish taco, and those are good.
Those are fire.
For $2.50 today. So you're running out of time. But there are a couple of offers for rewards members on October 4th. They can get a free taco with any purchase on that date, only on the 4th. And if they check in the app, they can become eligible to win a free taco a day for a year. Would you want a taco a day for a year? Hell no. What? Maybe for a week. I wouldn't want a taco a day. Maybe the option to get one if I want one, but I wouldn't want to actually have one every day for a year. 365 tacos?
Absolutely. I'm still waiting for the taco truck on every corner we were promised.
Who promised that?
I don't remember, but I want it, and I want it promptly.
Okay.
That was Mayor Bass day one.
Okay.
Is that what you said?
Taco Bell. Here you go, Twala. There'll be hourly drops of dollar tacos for rewards members on the Taco Bell app between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. Today. Well, too late.
Sounds like a lot of specials went out.
Yeah, I looked into that, and you got to be a rewards. You can't just drive up to the window and say, "I would like my $1 taco, please, sir." Yeah. There's a whole deal with that. That made me angry.
Okay, let's just ask, and let's just be clear here. Which place is superior? Taco Bell or Del Taco?
I don't really like Del Taco shells. They're a little gamey.
Well, I didn't say tacos. I'm just saying the places.
I'd say Taco Bell for me.
Okay, you're wrong. All right. Twala said
I said
he didn't
taco.
like.
I said Taco Bell.
Okay, he's wrong too. Mark, your vote.
Had some Taco Bell.
I'm not sure I have a dog to eat in this fight. I'm more of a Sharkies
You
type
should
of guy.
eat dog. You should not eat any dog. What are you doing, Mark?
It's been on my mind lately because of the news. But
eating dog?
I can't. I don't really have a huge preference between Taco Bell and Del Taco.
Well, if you're going right now, like what would you go to?
Whatever is closest, whatever's open when I get off work. I don't care.
Oh, it would be Del Taco for me. I prefer their burritos. I prefer their quesadillas. And Taco Bell tastes like a salt bomb.
I was going to say, okay, I think Del Taco does have better burritos, but I like Taco Bell tacos a little bit more.
I don't have a lot of experience with Del Taco, but I was desperate getting out of work one night late, and I stopped at the drive-thru there, and the guy was closing up, and I said, well, just give me whatever you got, please. And he took pity on me. He gave me some grotesque thing that had like potatoes in it, bacon, and
that's the queso fresco, whatever. And their burritos fall apart in your hand. They're like eating burrito soup.
I wanted to throw this on the ground.
Del Taco,
okay.
Yes.
Look, I will give Taco Bell credit for one thing: the Mexican pizza.
Everybody loves those.
Yes. Those are fire.
Would you say they slap?
Fierro.
Yeah.
They do slap.
They slap.
Muy bueno.
Also,
muy.
There's a discrepancy because I kind of figured when you guys are talking about Taco Bell's Taco Tuesday, Taco Bell actually filed a petition to make Taco Tuesday available for everyone because they feel that it should be freely available to all who make, sell, eat, and celebrate tacos.
Wasn't there some issue with LeBron James trying to fight for the copyright of Taco Tuesday?
Yeah, he did that too.
But he partnered with Taco Bell to take the ownership of Taco Tuesday away from a local restaurateur here in the Southland who did trademark. Well, they had a loose trademark. Taco John's, yes, and they big business them and took it away from the little guy. That's why
So why is it you like Taco Bell then?
Their food is superior to Del Taco. To Del Taco.
Okay.
To Del Taco. There isn't a Taco John's in every corner, otherwise I'd go there. I don't even know where this Taco John's is. But I support you.
Taco Tuesday should belong to all of us. Come on now.
Now, when it comes to Taco Tuesday, I'm going to El Torito. Taco Tuesdays at El Torito with a bomb. Okay?
That's fire. Yeah.
Why?
I mean, you're talking about
What do you
real
mean?
tacos.
Why? Poor K.
I require an explanation, Siba Play.
All you can eat tacos?
Oh, okay.
And they're real tacos.
They're real tacos, soft shell.
Tacos,
Yeah.
yes.
They're cook the shells and real tacos.
So who's going to go and get us tacos at this hour?
They used to have an El Torito right down the street on Olive, and it's no longer there. They turned it into a Chick-fil-A.
And see, that's why you're not getting tacos.
Clock's ticking. We need them fast.
There's nothing I can do. I mean, we used to have like some junior producers. They don't give us junior producers anymore.
We had Lindsay, but Lindsay wasn't feeling well, so she had to go home.
Like I said, we don't have junior producers anymore. The schedule said that she was going to be in, and now she's not in. Otherwise, we'd have tacos, and I'd have probably a burrito or something.
Well, then now this is pointless if you're getting burritos. Tomorrow. No, Friday.
Wait a minute. I can't have a burrito on National Taco Day? Why is it I can't do both?
Who does that?
Mark Ronner.
Why not?
He would eat both.
Why not?
You can't have a burrito and a taco on National Taco Day.
No.
You can't have a waffle and a pancake on National Pancake Day.
No. What kind of person are you?
Who knew you were such a stickler for this stuff?
You can't have bacon and sausage on National Bacon Day.
Hell no.
Same animal.
It's a different portion. It's a different preparation.
It's all parts is parts. It's just
parts is parts.
Just processed
No.
differently.
But bacon is just like it's the skin, right? It's like the sizzly, crackly skin, the
that's
upper
not
layer.
the skin. I don't know. I don't think it's the skin. I just think it's a thin shaving.
It's a thin shaving. Oh.
I think we're over.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
In all my years of working in entertainment, I want to think, with the exception of the year 2016, I don't remember a year of such bad news when it came to sports figures, celebrities, movie stars, whatever, passing away or falling ill. I don't remember a time in which there were so many in such a short amount of time. Not that celebrities or sports heroes are any better than us or any more important than us, but they are very much linked to our childhood, to some of the best moments in our life. They have access to our memories in ways that other people just don't. So they have an outsized importance when it comes to their health issues or when they should eventually pass. And I'm not predicting ill or a poor end result for former Dodgers pitcher and broadcaster Fernando Valenzuela, but I just know from my discussions with people within the Dodgers organization, it is very, very serious what is going on with Fernando Valenzuela.
Yo, this is your LA in a Minute news for Tuesday, October 1st, and a terrible headline being reported by David Feidelson of TUDN, Televisa Univision in Mexico City, that Fernando Valenzuela has been hospitalized with undisclosed health problems after stepping away from the booth and the Dodgers last week. He looked frail, he looked weak in those photos, but again, no details are known. But what is known is that Fernando had one of the biggest impacts on Dodger history. The kid from Echihuaquila, Sonora, Mexico, came to LA, learned a screwball from East LA's Bobby Castillo, and used that screwball and the delivery where he would look up to the heavens to win Rookie of the Year, Cy Young, a World Series, and just have a fantastic career with the Dodgers that culminated with him being inducted into the Ring of Honor, retiring as number 34 on a memorable Fernando Valenzuela weekend last year. Fernando, of course, responsible for bringing Latino fans back into the fold.
I remember Fernando Mania, and if you're not old enough to remember this rookie who did not look all that physically athletic, it did not look like he was an athlete, did not look like he could really be a major league pitcher. He had a weird windup where, as they said in the news clip, where he would look to the heavens, so a runner or even a batter could not fix their eyes on where the pitch was going. It just seemed like it was coming out of nowhere. And if you're not really knowledgeable about baseball, a screwball is the exact opposite of a curveball. It has the exact opposite rotation. It does the exact opposite. And not many players have ever thrown it on the major league level. It's really damaging to the arm, and it's a hard pitch to throw. But Fernando Valenzuela was able to throw it with such such superior skill that not only did he start off some 8-0, there was a magic around the city of Los Angeles that the only thing I can compare it to since would be Shohei Ohtani in the past 5 or 6 weeks or so, or maybe Manny Wood with Manny Ramirez some 10 years or so back. Those are the only things which even come close to it. Fernando Valenzuela has been a beloved person within Los Angeles and Dodger lore for decades and decades. Now, to what is happening right now, I always get very, very, very concerned when we don't get any information. When someone leaves their post or broadcast booth with news of an undisclosed illness. And if you've seen the pictures recently of Fernando Valenzuela, like I said, when he first came into the league, he was a heavy guy. He was a chubby guy. He did not look like a professional athlete. In the most recent pictures, he looked like he's lost some 80 pounds or so, a shell of himself. Obviously, he has not been in good health for a long time. But the point I want to make is when we get no information, that usually is dire. That historically is dire. And I will use a contemporary example. Dikembe Mutombo, who I went to Georgetown with, we graduated together, same class. We were friends and classmates. He was diagnosed with brain cancer years ago. I want to say maybe 3 years ago. But it wasn't known by the general public. And the reason being, they didn't want the general public to worry. They didn't want people constantly asking about his health, about his status. And so it was something that people like alumni knew, people who were close to the university, classmates, we knew. But for the most part, it was not publicized. And when you don't get a lot of information, it usually trends in a negative direction. And we didn't get to see any more of Dikembe. He didn't make any more public appearances. You didn't get to hear from him. He wasn't even doing radio interviews. And then we got the news earlier this week that he had passed on. Now, if there's any good news out of this, is that Fernando Valenzuela was doing his job up until this week. Hopefully this story will end differently. But given all the bad news that we've been hearing about some of our favorite actors and actresses and television personalities, movie stars and sports figures, it doesn't sound good, but we're going to hope for the best because Fernando Valenzuela is a Los Angeles treasure. It's Later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We are live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
We follow the news. You follow us. KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live.